Yeah. So the Cowboys will be playing 17 games this year. The NFL came out with a statement saying that they will be able to have full capacity, right? That's good. That's always a wonderful thing, being able to play at full strength as it relates to having your fan base behind you. That's real good. That's a real good situation. It is. It's not a minor, it's a major, right? We should be establishing that strong defense, right? Having that set of mind. So 17 weeks opposed to 16 weeks, yes, we can look into that thing and say, all right, cool, Cowboy Nation. How can we elevate this team from there? I'm always talking about establishing identity. So we need to have everybody locked, loaded, and ready. Week 1, week 2, week 3, whenever there's a home game, we need to establish that defense. We need to establish that defense. Defense do what? Defense travel. He got his suitcase. He already got his shoes on. Socks and everything else is already on. Got everything ready. Defense travel. So his defense need to be straight for 17 weeks and beyond, right? This is the other thing, too. With the full capacity of the stadium, we need to have, or stadium is how Jerry Wine would say, right? We need to have that full capacity. We need to have that strength out there. Now, as far as the first round draft pick, whether it be Kyle Pitts, whether it be a Patrick Surtain, or whether it be, okay, we in this spot and somebody really, really, really love to be there and we trade back a little bit and we get multiple picks, maybe multiple second picks or something like that, or next year's first, whatever it may be, we need to figure out how to wheel and deal those things. We do. At the end of the day, I'm looking for results. Y'all already know everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. So this team, we better be locked, loaded, and ready. We better be locked, loaded, and ready. By them opening this thing all the way up, what do this mean, Cowboy Nation? Well, when I look at everything from A to Z, I say to myself, I mean, training camp is going to be live like 95, right? So we need to get there. We need to be able to see which player or what player or whoever they will have on the team. Can they get this thing going? I want to see pure competition, whether it be a J.C. Horn, whether it be Melifonwu, whether it be any of these defensive back, baby, any of them. Trayvon Diggs, I want to see what he can do the next year, right? His next year, his developing year was gone, right? His first year is gone. Now it's his second year. I want to see if he can keep that same energy. And whoever we have in this particular team, ooh-wee, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be medieval crazy, Cowboy Nation. I can't wait for us to see all this stuff be locked, loaded, and ready. Cowboy Nation, hear me out with this one, though. Hear me out. When the time hits, when the draft pick is selected, I want us to keep all of the momentum. I want us to have that reverence of, hey, they counted us out last year. They counted us out the year before that. I want this team to have that type of mindset. I want them to be looking for revenge, and they need to just bring that energy all the way over, keep it, and push it out to everyone. Because, hear me out, Cowboy Nation. So many people counted us out. I love the fact, like I lamented this morning, that all of those major networks, they're looking at it like, oh, well, the Cowboys didn't really do any free agency moves. Yeah, they really didn't do this. They really didn't do that. Or we'll put them right at the 18th to the 19th round, the 20th spot. That's cool. That's cool. I don't want to be paper champs. That's for the birds, right? I want us to hit everybody by surprise. I want, and I know that when this particular front four, Brandon Urban, Carlos Watkins, those two guys, those are only guys that we want to really see what they can do as far as the level of competition. Everything else still the same. Basham, yes, he's an edge guy. Okay, Justin Hamilton, shout out to him. Natchez product, appreciate him. Antoine Twaka Woods, yeah, he talking about this and that. But now when this draft come around, there's some dogs out there. Hey, you can go out there and grab some guys that can play that one. You can get some guys that's flexible enough to be a 3 guy too. So when that time is there, when that competition is right, we want to see some dog nastiness. I want to see what Hill can do under Quinn's administration, right? We want to know what this dog Neville Gallimore can do. Now, he don't have to worry about 2 gaps, right? Just penetrate, attack mode, right? That's all we want him to do is peel that thing back, push the pocket back, and get to the quarterback, right? All right? And Bradley and I and all of those boys on the edge, we'll see how that edge control can all be on and popping. Only if Quinn is given the keys to coach this team all the way through. Now, I told some people about crabby cornerbacks, and a lot of people fail to realize that could be coached up out of them, because that's the underlying of what people are trying to dog out J.C. Horn about. Now, in a strange world, if we are able to get J.C. Horn right, I'm going to tell you guys, that's what coaches do. That's why I told people you wear the white gloves when you're playing against a team with white jerseys. And when they have darker clothes on, you wear the dark gloves. Those are the small nuances that you can do. So when you do the hand check or when you pull, don't tug, don't extend your arm all the way out. There are ways, baby. And there's also pulling on the arm instead of pulling on the cloth. There are ways that you can get around and circumvent that aggressive mentality. Check out Richard Sherman video. He talks about ways where you can do some tactics to still be physical in the face, have that mental mentality. Now, when we talk about Surtain, he's a polished guy. He's not going to do all of that. He's politely. You move this way, he politely move that way. You move that way, he politely glide that way, because he got great leverage of the field. So either way, whether you're an aggressive guy, or whether you're a guy with good leverage on the field, I want either or. I want that type of mindset. I'm quite sure that the Cowboys will do their homework and they'll figure that out. Now, with that being said, the Cal Pitt situation, if they go with that with the 10th overall pick, do not look at this as an isolation for 1 year and say, we don't need. No, look at this as for a 5-year span. 5-year situation. Because first round draft picks are so valuable, you got them for cheap for 5 years. 4 years collectively, but you got the 5th year option, if you get what I'm saying. You get the option year within that. So that's why it's so important to make sure you hit right. Make sure you hit right with that first pick. You got 17 weeks to play the game, right? You only got 3 preseason games. Well, maybe you got this Hall of Fame game that maybe you can see some of the personnel and these sorts. So we got 4 preseason games, 17 weeks. Let's get this thing going, Cowboy Nation. They open it all the way up. Hopefully all of the pandemic stuff can be gone by the time kickoff, and we'll be ready. Ain't that right? Because I can't wait to get out there and see these boys practice. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know how you guys feel. Post me your thoughts. Post them down below. And please, post me your top 5 cornerbacks or top 5 interior guys, or your top 5 draft picks that you would like to see on this particular team. Let's continue to grind and shine. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. 17 weeks, baby. Per football, baby. Per football. Let's go.